Now, as we near the new year, it's a great time to reflect on our goals. Now, life coach and author Mpho Mafunise highlights the importance of setting clear intentions and creating a plan to achieve them. Now, in her book, Be That Girl, she offers practical strategies for reaching both short-term and long-term goals. Now, today we're excited as a program to hear from Mpho about her inspiring journey and learn actionable tips for turning our aspirations into a reality. Thank you so much for your time. Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much for your time also.
Right, so Be That Girl, right? You said this started with you. It started from your lived experiences. It started with what you were going through, and it was about you. Talk to us about that.
Well, be that girl means be that person that you have always imagined to be, successful, independent, and a girl that fights against all odds in order to become successful. So when I say be that girl, I'm saying be that person that you want to be, your dreams, that your dreams are valid and you can achieve anything that you want to.
So what does this mean? Does this mean we males are left behind? We should not be reading the book?
No. The thing is, I grew up as a girl in the villages, so there were challenges that I was encountering. So as a girl, I know the challenges that I faced as a woman. So that's why I focused on women's, because I don't know what guys face. So because I'm doing my life experiences, that's why I said be that girl. But you can be that person.
And you know, Mpho, actually, this is a time where a lot of people reflect on the year that was. They reflect maybe and tick against a box to say, this is what I set myself out to do this year. Did I achieve it or did I not achieve it? Talk to us about how important it is to actually be kind in the process of it all.
Well, while you're setting goals, I'm sure at the beginning of this year, you set goals for yourself, and then maybe you didn't achieve some of the things. Maybe you have failed at school, you didn't pass that model that you've been struggling with. So remember that when you set goals, it doesn't mean that it's not going to come with challenges. It's going to come with failures sometimes, but don't be too hard on yourself. As long as you're still alive, you can still achieve that. Failing means that you've been given another opportunity to do this life again. So believe in yourself and don't be too hard on yourself. Make sure that you check. Maybe last time when you set your goals, they were not, you were not strategic enough. So this time around, you can change maybe the way you set those goals. Maybe you failed when you set the goals that I'm gonna do it like this. Maybe I'm studying during the night. Maybe I'm crossing over. Maybe that doesn't work for you. You need to change that method and see the one that works for you. But don't be too hard on yourself. You can still do it. There's still time. As long as you're still alive, there's a purpose that you can still.
And also, just as you add those aspirations, goals, dreams to your list, just how important is it to have something that is attainable, something that is realistic?
Yes, you need to be realistic with your goals. For example, I cannot say, that's why we say you can set short-term and long-term. Short, it's within a short period of time, but long, it takes time. But those short goals are gonna take you in order to be able to achieve the long-term goals. So when you set those short-term goals, know that they're gonna push you in order to achieve what? The long-term goals. So you need to be realistic. You cannot say, I want to be a medical doctor, but you're doing commerce in school. You need to plan your things. Maybe it's a learner in grade 9. They need to do research on what subjects I needed in order for me to become a doctor. So you'll be able to know that, okay, fine, if I study commerce, obviously I'm not gonna win. But if I study science stream, I go for science stream, I'll be able to achieve that. So you just need to know and take your time and plan on how you can be able to achieve those things.
And we're just a few days away to the new year. We're going to see people talk to us about their New Year's resolutions, saying that they have goals for the new year. And how would you go about, first of all, setting and charting those goals, but also just executing those goals and staying disciplined in the long run? Because sometimes we tend to fall off a few weeks after the new year. How do we really stay true to them moving forward?
I will say that the most important thing when you're setting your goals, you need to know your strengths and weaknesses. And also do not focus on other people, because the social media now, I know it's going to be like, I'm setting this, I want to do this. Do not focus on what people are setting. Set the goals for yourself. Know what you're capable of, because you cannot focus on your weaknesses. You need to focus also on your strength. Or maybe I'm capable of doing this. So you need to spend more time on spending on what you're capable of doing. And also, you just need to have a plan on how you're going to do it, because mostly, maybe most of the things is that as women, we say at the beginning, I'm going to the gym, and then you fail drastically because you did not plan. Maybe the time, what time do you go to work, what time you came back from work. So you need to take what time is suitable for me to go to the gym, what time is suitable for me to do certain things. So you just need to have a plan on how I'm going to do it. Maybe you can say, I'm not going to go to the gym 7 days a week. I can go maybe for 2 days or 3 days. It's still enough. And also, starting small is very important. Yeah. Don't go big. When I say be that girl, we say one step at a time, because we believe that one step matters the most.
Yeah, because I know that in chapter 4, actually, you talk about goal setting and actually being committed to your goal, but particularly when you look at short-term and long-term goals. Perhaps if you can just expand on the difference between the two and just also reaching for them. Does it take longer? Does it take shorter to reach them?
Okay, the short-term goal, you can achieve them within a short period of space. I will just give an example again, maybe by Elena, that is in grade 12. And she's saying that for a short-term goal, she can set at the beginning of the year that I want to get this marks at the end of this semester. So she's going to set those. It's a short-term goals, because it's just going to be maybe for within 3 months or 6 months for that period. And then she's just going to say, this is how I'm going to study. This is how I'm going to evaluate myself. And then at the end of the term, that's when she'll be able to evaluate herself. And then the long-term goal is going to be, maybe I'm saying, I want to be a chartered accountant. It means that because I have set that short-term goal, I'm going to work in order to be able to achieve the long-term goal. The long-term goal takes time, and you just need to be patient with yourself. It won't just happen overnight. It's going to come with challenges, it's going to come with failures there and there, but all I can say is that it's really possible to achieve that long-term goal.
And there are some mistakes that people make when setting these goals, and also when we look at these New Year's resolutions, right?
Yes.
Just what are some of those common mistakes that people make, just so our viewers avoid those pitfalls?
You just need to start small, and most importantly, I believe in the power of writing things down. That vision board, write it down. What is it? Okay, you will start by evaluating maybe what you didn't achieve last year, and then check at it. Do I want to change the road, or do I still want to continue with the same road? So you just need to be strategic. Write it down, everything, and say, this is how I'm going to do it. And be patient with yourself, and then work hard for it. And then when you stumble, then get up and move forward, and never give up, because I believe that anything is possible as long as you believe in yourself.
And here's the thing, you talk about carrying a goal forward, right, to the next year.
Yes.
And when is it time to let go of a certain goal or a certain aspiration, to say, actually, you know what, I think this is not working for me and I should actually let it go? When is it that time?
I strongly believe that if I start something, I can be able to achieve it. Maybe I can just change the strategy in achieving that goal. Because sometimes we're not reaching our goal because we are not able to. It's because of the strategy that we're using. So you need to just change the strategy and see what works for you. And it's also okay to ask for help. And be that girl, I spoke about comparison, that do not compare yourself with others. But most importantly, ask yourself this question: do I want to achieve this goal for myself, or I want to achieve to show people that I'm capable of doing it? But if you're doing it for yourself, definitely you can do it. But if you're doing it to make other people that you are able, then that's a problem, because when you fail, you're going to be embarrassed. But if you're doing it for yourself, you'll be able to, you won't let go. You will achieve it. You just change the strategies.
And from where I'm sitting right now, listening to you share all these stories with us, I get a sense that it will also take a person having conversations with themselves, but not just conversations, but open and frank conversations with themselves. What are those conversations?
I believe in the power of positive affirmations. I'm the girl that writes a jar at the beginning of the year. I can write maybe 365 for the whole year. Maybe I can just say, I am powerful. One day every day I just open, I am powerful, I am capable, I can do this. So speak positive things to yourself, because it starts within. It won't start by a motivational speaker out there. It starts within, because you could go out and then we motivate, we go all out. But then when you go home, what happens to you? You need to speak to yourself, know what you want. Do I really want this? Or maybe I want to achieve something else. And then just be honest with yourself. Don't lie to you. Can lie to us, but to yourself, don't lie to yourself. Be honest with yourself. But most importantly, the power of positive affirmations. Do that.
And you also speak about overcoming adversity, which is something that should not be taken lightly at any point. Perhaps just moving forward, for any young woman who's watching right now, they've got hopes, they've got dreams, they've got aspirations as well to reach for the top. And also, albeit they face challenges, some of those challenges that you mentioned that coming from a rural area as well, they're grappling with those challenges till this day. How do you give them affirmation right now and say, hey, look, it's actually going to be okay?
Well, speaking for myself, I came from a very poor background. I had to work hard in order to be where I am today. While others had a role model while we were growing up, I had a poor background. And that background pushed me to be where I am, because if I'm poor, why shouldn't I work hard in order to change the situation at home? I had to work hard because it's not good. Imagine staying in that one room and then we're sharing everything. Do I want that for myself? Do I want that for my kids, maybe while I grow up? So I had to work hard and tell myself that anything is possible. So to anyone maybe from poor background, maybe there are challenges, take those challenges as a stepping stone, not as something that can say, I'm giving up because it's not going to be possible. We have seen so many people becoming successful in this life from very poor backgrounds, but they are making it because they believe that they can do it, and they used that situation as a motivation. Instead of using your situation like feeling pity for yourself, you can use that situation to say, you know what, enough is enough. I'm going to change my situation. I'm going to become successful. Even if it means becoming the first graduate in your family, you can say, I can do it. Maybe nobody has done it. I can do it. It's very possible. Believe in yourself and work hard towards your dream. We can say that maybe there is no funding or anything. Our government is really trying. We have many companies funding students. You just need to work hard, and you cannot say, I won't be able to go to school next year. Maybe there's no funding. Trust me, just work hard and don't worry about those things. When you get there, you'll cross that bridge and you're going to be successful.
Listen, we thank you so much for your time and we appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining us on the agenda today.
Thank you so much for your time, and viewers at home.
Right, that was life coach and author Mpho Mafunise joining us there to talk about all things life, as well as her book called Be That Girl.